So, does Donald Trump feel hatred from the country? Is he getting a sense of how people feel for him? Or do his rallies sort of inoculate him to such a thing? To where he can't feel anything. All he feels is the joy from his base. Does he feel hatred from the country? Does he feel hatred from the country? The Hermit says to me he does. Right now, I envision him walking through the halls of the White House aimlessly, just wandering in the middle of the night, which is not completely odd because that's what I would do if I was there, because I don't go to sleep until 7 a.m. every day. I don't sleep at night, not because I can't sleep, because I just don't. I'm a night person. I'm a moon child, so I don't sleep at night. I sleep in the day. As soon as the sun comes up, that is my ticket to go to sleep, and I sleep just fine. That's him, wandering the halls. Wandering the halls. Searching around the corners. The Hangman. Alone. He does feel lonely. Interesting. In a house built by slaves, the racist feels alone. A man who is proclaimed as the most powerful person on earth feels alone. You have staff everywhere. You are alone in a crowd of people. Does he feel hatred, disappointment, angst, sorrow? Everybody's human. Go out, present the front that you don't care. Go out and go to the rallies and wear your oversized tie, your sloppy suit, your fake tan, and your odd-shaped hair. Show them the persona while the real person dies inside. Because you won't ask anybody for help. The Tower. Do you feel hatred towards you? The King of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles, that is very telling. You have the King followed by the Knight. You have been downgraded in your life. For it all came crumbling down the moment you got in that White House. People no longer treated you like a man who played a billionaire on television. They now treat you like this guy. The Hermit. Wandering through life alone. Because that's where they want you to be. You have done so much in this world, to this world, that no one sees any use for you. You feel that. Do not mistake my tone for compassion. I'm not that good of a person. I just have a bit of the flair of the dramatic sometimes. But when I do these readings, I do pray beforehand, Spirit to speak through me. The spiritual world has compassion for you. Reason why I can't be all extra and raise my voice because I'm not in complete command over what I'm doing here. You do feel hated. You do feel separated. You do feel lost, if that makes sense. Wandering aimlessly. Tied up with nowhere to go. Disappointed. Filled with sorrow and regret. Ten of Swords. That is loss and defeat. That is what you fear. You didn't fear the tower, or the tower didn't come up in your fear, because the tower is your environment. The tower is where you are. Everything around you is falling apart. Your family is falling apart at the seams. Because they're all being indicted, or will be. Melania doesn't really care for you. You don't know who you can trust. This is a betrayal card as well, which is why you demand loyalty. But someone has told you, or maybe no one has, but someone will, you are not the boss of me. You can't help yourself. Thus your disappointment. You cannot find your own way out of your own little paper bag. Your entire world is crumbling down around you. You have been downgraded from your former position. You fear being lost and betrayed. You fear conniving people. You fear the snake in the grass, the knife at your back, the knock on the door that says, I have a warrant for your arrest. You fear. Fear. You are bewildered. You come out, you lash out with all these pejorative statements, and you say horrible things about people, and then you demand loyalty from those that you have yet to say horrible things about. And do you feel hatred? This is in your environment. The Ten of Pentacles. You try so very hard to cling to that in which you have established. Your money, your home, your family. Because that's all you have left. Now, most people would say that's all I need in this world. My family, those who love me, those who will support me. This is not the Ten of Cups. This is the Ten of Pentacles. You did not start in your environment trying to cling to your family. You started with trying to cling to your family's image. The Ten of Pentacles is secure family, home, money, property, things like that. The Ten of Cups is the happy family, the harmony, the trust. You know what this starts to do to you, Donald? You start to see an enemy in those who are not enemies. When you feel as though at every turn you're going to find this. Every time you search the halls, you're going to find this. Every time you read the paper, you're going to find this. Every time you watch TV, you're going to find this. Every time you talk to your children, a little bit of this lurks in that phone call. That's what happens when you fear fear. Everything around you becomes scary. It becomes potentially scary. What is your desire? The Six of Wands. To be loved? No. To be celebrated. I cannot have compassion for you personally. The Spirit will, and that's just fine because the Spirit is supposed to. It has compassion for me too. I'm no saint either. But the Six of Wands is a loss of priority. This is what you want. This is in your desires. To be celebrated. Not to be loved, to be celebrated. What is in your outcome? Do you feel hated? The Four of Cups is a card of boredom and moodiness. Yes, you do feel hated. Now, with that being said, I have a viewer that said to me, and I don't even know if they still watch anymore, but they said it was a little unsettling the way I end my videos, because I say when I pick up the cards, put them in the thing, that, okay, that's my sign that it's over. But some people could just be looking away from their device or whatever, and not necessarily looking at what it is I'm doing. So she said it's a little unsettling to hear me speak and then all of a sudden the video's off. Like you were speaking and then now all of a sudden you're not. And she's not asking me to change it. She's just saying, if you would like wrap it up like that's it, that's all I got. Something would just signify that this is the end of the video. Now, I'm not promising I'm going to keep doing this because like I said, once I pick up the cards, we're pretty much done. But I figured since we're talking about is Donald Trump hated, I would do a sign off for this video. Now, growing up in Oklahoma, there is a radio station called KOMA. They play oldies from like the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Fabulous station. One of the DJs of that station, named is Danny Thomas. He would end his broadcast the way I'm going to end this reading. He would say these words, and I'm going to say them to you, to all of you. Not to Donald. I'm not that good of a person. I'm going to say it to you. Everyone who has subscribed. I went from 15 subscribers to 2,500 in 2 months. Thank you to everyone who comments, who shares, likes, favorites, all that stuff, who subscribes, who has sent me donations on PayPal and Cash App and all. Thank you to all of you. I would do this anyway, but I do it and love it even more because of you all. The comments, I love them. No matter how negative, I still love it because you watched. You clicked. Whatever it is you did, you came to me. I love it. And I love you all. So that is how I'm going to end this. The way he would end his broadcast is he would say this, and I'm going to say it to you. I love you. Pass it on.